Next we can discuss the 11th standard chapter 5 law of motion, NCERT example question number 5.5. Okay, now I read the question. Here two identical billiard balls strike a rigid wall with the same speed but with the different angles and gets reflected without any change in speed. So two diagram is given. So first I can draw that diagram A. So this is that ball. So we can take, this is the ball. This mass is considered as M. It will be strike out on the wall with the initial speed is U, and after strike out reflect back with the same speed in opposite direction. Okay, this is the first diagram. Okay, then the one more diagram I can draw here. Okay, so that one more diagram, that is B. So here it is the ball, then the same ball, but the same ball, mass is M. It will be strike out on the wall with the speed is U, but it will make some angle that is given in the question is, that is 30 degree angle. Then after that it will be reflect back with the same angle 30 degree, but it is not in the same path, but its speed is same speed, that is U. So this is given situation. So now from this diagram they are asking, the first question is question number 1, the direction of the force on the wall due to each ball. Okay, so the question number 1 is, they are asking the force direction. Force direction is question mark. Then second thing, they are asking the ratio of magnitude of impulses imparted to the balls by the ball. So impulse ratio asking, that means here the momentum ratio asking. Okay, so momentum of the, in the first case, divide by momentum of the second case. Okay, so this is second question. So we will discuss one by one. First we will discuss the force direction. So with the help of the diagram you can find the first one, the force direction. How to find the force direction? So you know very well, this is the mass, this is the velocity. Then we know that velocity, it will be that direction is change opposite. So that initial velocity or initial momentum, you know, mu, then final momentum opposite direction minus mu. But here it will retrace the same path. Here the making an angle is, we can say 90 degree. So we can say normal to the wall. The force direction is normal to the wall. Here force direction is perpendicular to the wall or normal to the wall. So this is the first case. And then if you see the force direction for the second diagram, actually if you observe that the force is normal to the wall but making an angle 90 degree, it is not like that. Actually here the mass into velocity. Okay, so this is the initial momentum, then after that the final momentum also the same, but here to making an angle is theta, to making the angle is 30 degree. So here the first momentum we can say here mu cos theta, that is mu cos 30. This is the resultant value. Then one more resultant value, the down components, again mu cos theta, so 2 times mu cos theta will come, because you know very well, already you studied in that component, the motion in a plane. For example, this is f, so this is, you know, here it is a theta is the angle, making an angle with the horizontal, so this is, you know, f cos theta. Like that, the vertical component, you know, this is f sin theta. Likewise, in this diagram, if you observe that, for example, in the upper part, before collision part, in the before collision part, we can say this is, what is it, u cos theta, this is mu cos theta, then this one mu sin theta, then this one resultant value, that is mu. Like that, if you observe that in the down part also the same mu cos theta will come, one more mu cos theta will come. Then in the y dash axis mu sin theta will come. It is equal and opposite direction, so it will be cancel each other. So only the resultant value is 2 mu cos theta will come. So if you focus here, this resultant value perpendicular to this wall. So the first question answer is perpendicular to the wall for both situation. So this is the answer. So the force is perpendicular to the wall for both situations. Okay, so the first question is over. First question they are asking force direction is perpendicular to the wall. Okay, then now next we can go for second question. Second question is they are asking momentum ratio. In the first concept, see the first concept, initial momentum mu. Okay, so this is, we can say, pi, initial momentum. Next pf, final momentum. See that same mass, same speed but opposite direction, so minus mu. So we can say the first one, for first diagram, change in momentum. Okay, change in momentum. Now let's say take delta p1 is equal to, for first case momentum, first case change in momentum, we can say p2 minus p1. So p2 is what? P2 is minus mu, minus, already minus available in the question, then p1, you know, that is mu. So minus 2 mu. So this is the change in momentum in the first case. Like that, this is traced from first diagram, like that, or A diagram. Then second one, from the second diagram, we can say delta p2 is nothing but final momentum minus initial momentum. Here also p2 minus p1. Okay, so now if you observe that, the first one, it is this one mu cos theta, this one mu cos theta but opposite direction. So we can say, like a first model, p2 value get minus mu cos 30 minus mu cos 30. So minus 2 mu cos 30. Okay, so this is from the second diagram. Okay, then finally actual question is what? They are asking momentum ratio in this two case. Okay, so now we can find the momentum ratio, that is delta P1 delta P2. Delta P1 is what? Minus 2 mu. Delta P2 is what? Minus 2 mu cos theta. So minus 2 mu is cancelled. So 1 divided by cos 30 is there. So 1 divided by cos 30. So please listen. Now we can write cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. So root 3 whole divided by 2. So 2 is moving numerator. So 2 by root 3. So we can write 2 divided by 1.732. So this value nearly is equal to, we can write 1.2. Okay students, I hope you understand this question. So please take your notes.